The following program is an exclusive Disruption Networks production.
Disruption Network and First Source Federal Credit Union have teamed up to help support the Central New York Veterans Outreach Center, Sunday, April 28th from noon till 4 p.m. Located at the Veterans Outreach Center, 726 Washington Street in Utica. There will be food, live entertainment, raffles, live podcasting from the D, and an appearance by Audie from the Utica Commons. We are looking for donations of clothes, non-perishable food items, furniture, toiletries, hygiene products, or a minimal cash donation of $5 at the door day of event. All ages are welcome. For more information on donation, drop-off locations, and entertainment lineup, please check out DisruptionNetwork.net. Disrupting Hunger, Sunday, April 28th, brought to you by First Source Federal Credit Union.
Tax season is here, and First Source wants to help you be prepared. Our friends at Furley, Moran, Freer, and ESA have given us some great tax tips to share. Read the blog at fsource.org for helpful answers to your tax questions and feel better prepared before you file. First Source members can also receive a discount on TurboTax software. Be ready for tax season with help from your friends. File smarter, live smarter with First Source. Membership requirements apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, baseball fans, are you counting down the days to opening day? Well, Disruption Network has you covered. The Baseline, the D's own baseball podcast, is back with Season 2 and all new episodes all season long. Sunday nights, 7:30 p.m. on the D. Get your baseball fix as JP and SPG run down the news and notes around Major League Baseball. Get fantasy tips, player rankings, team previews, interviews, and more. You can catch the Baseline and all of Disruption Network's programming by checking out DisruptionNetwork.net, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, YouTube, Facebook, and Stitcher. Keep it inside the Baseline all season long, only on the D.
Hey, it's Cassidy, and you're listening to Disruption Network.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish, and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
The Disruption Network is making moves. For upcoming events, news, interviews, and new daily programming, keep in the loop with us at DisruptionNetwork.net. Like, follow, and subscribe to all our social media. And check out all our podcasts on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. Get up on the D, DisruptionNetwork.net.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Ah, there's that faccia.
You, the faccia brute.
Faccia brutta.
Hey, what do you hear? What do you say? This is Big D Potato. You are listening to EC Radio.
Welcome to EC Radio Podcast. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for joining the Disruption team, and we hope that you will support all of our sponsors. And of course, we appreciate you listening to this program.
people. I'm sure you're sick of me. Most are. What's happening, everybody? Greetings and salutations. We are live on the D for the second episode of EC Radio. You can follow along on all Disruption Network social media platforms, as well at your own leisure. You can go to our website and view all the episodes that we've done on EC Radio at disruptionnetwork.net. I am Z. It is Wednesday, Wacky Wednesday, and I'm feeling wacky today because of my guests in the studio today are making me feel. Jay, you make me feel wacky.
XY Tuda. Remember when it was just me and you on the internet and everyone else wasn't there yet?
No, actually, I was following your lead, actually. That was the thing, because I just said it before we started this podcast. Jay Sumner from ILoveUticaNY.com is in the house. Jay has always been ahead of the curve when it comes to technology and social media and creating content. I feel like you were leading the way back in the day, and we finally caught up to you.
Well, yeah, but I'm doing something new now, so mustard to that, and I'm ketchup. Woo! Catch up, everybody. Yeah, the internet is killer, man. It's the way to go. I've been talking about, I worked at ad agencies, and they're all like, but we make all of our money off of selling media to our clients. I'm like, well, that's a bunch of bullshit, because all that media is pretty much crap. You can't track any of it. Look what I can do on the internet. I can find out who it was. Look, Jenny just filled out your form, and she wants to buy a shirt.
Who's Jenny?
Jenny, you know, she lost my number. Whatever.
Oh, man. Well, like I said, though, you have always been out of the curve, man. And doing these cool events such as Tomato Pie, which is coming up this weekend at the Parkway Rec Center, doing all these cool things. You also do the pub crawls, and you're doing some cool things in the community, man. We're lucky to have you.
Well, you know, I love it because mainly, if anyone asks all the time, it's all about Utica, you know. I don't want people to have a bad time, if that makes sense. I don't want anyone to have a bad time doing this, right? We live here. Let's love it here, you know? So I created I Love Utica, and I'm going to, as much as I can, influence all of you motherfuckers to love Utica too.
Yeah.
All right? So that's it. You're all to be like, I hate it here because of the snow, the rain, the
potholes.
Do you think that other places don't have snow and rain and all that? You know what? Tell me, show me everything you know, and I will show you the snow and the rain.
I love it. You're so shot.
Who said that, though?
This bromance going on is pretty insane.
A bromance for sure. You brought a guest in today. In fact, if I knew you were bringing her, I would have told you never to show up, and I just let her come in.
I'm so ugly, you know, and then
I would have cut my T-shirt down had I known that.
Yeah, see?
Well,
this is my sister here, Adrienne.
Hi, Adrienne.
Hello, how are you?
We got a lot to talk about because you have a couple events coming up, too, that we'll dive into in just a little bit after we talk about Tomato Pie Day, of course.
You know what's nice about Tomato Pie Day this year?
What's that?
Is more people are coming. More different kinds of tomato pie. More Uticans. There's more sponsors. There's everything, you know? So, like,
triple the ticket sales.
Triple the ticket sales. There's a guy who makes Italian ices. What's his name again?
Poppy?
Giordano Bevavino.
Giordano.
Bakery.
So he's got his own Italian ice. He's bringing that.
Yep.
Going to do tastings. Going to do
He has lemon and watermelon coming.
Yeah.
So he's bringing back the Belvedere's Italian ice?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
Ah, George, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear this right now.
I know.
So he's excited about being there.
I think it's gonna blow up this summer. It's a little chilly right now for everybody to be craving Italian ice, but I think this summer it's gonna take off.
I crave it all the time.
And you got Nicole Koza. She just invented something called a Pizzoli.
The holy Pizzoli.
You know, but I want to remind you guys, this is Utica, so she's gonna want to say Pizzoli. So there's no E. Don't say Pizzoli. It's just Pizzol.
You got to drop the vowels.
Yeah, you got to drop the vowel. She's gonna hate me for saying this. Sorry, Nicole. It's Pizzol.
Rigatone.
It's Pizzol, but everyone knows it's Pizzoli, I guess, if you're a Madigan like me.
But she dropped a couple cannolis off the other day. Oh, my God, Flavor Country.
She'll be at Tomato Pie.
Amazing. Did she bring you an assortment?
She brought me an assortment. There was, like, chocolate. There was banana. And she even had, like, a dried banana on the top of it.
Oh, that's her claim to fame. She likes to decorate each of them individually so they all have their own brand. And you know exactly which one it is. But, yeah, I think there's 9 flavors right now, 7 to 9 flavors. There's Oreo, pistachio, chocolate, vanilla, spumoni, banana cream.
What the hell's a spumoni?
So it's a pistachio is another flavor, pistachio-dipped cannoli in dark chocolate and then stuffed with cherry cannoli filling. Pretty insane.
So I think she's going to be at Tomato Pie Day, giving out a few samples and definitely selling cannolis.
Schmoozing all the grease balls
wait a
on
minute.
the microphone.
She's not going to be selling cannolis. She's going to be selling Pozzolis.
This is going to be that podcast that we make ourselves hungry throughout.
Yeah, Pozzolis. I'm drooling.
This whole conversation, we're going to be sitting.
It's cool because when my drool hits the table, it kind of sounds like maple syrup on a plate.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy is right. Oh, boy. But it's coming up this weekend. It's this Saturday at the Parkway Rec Center from noon to 4, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Noon to 4. Come on down. It's cheap to get in. It's like $5 to get in. And you get to sample how many different tomato pies?
Yeah, about 20 different people.
Okay, 20 different vendors this year?
Yep.
Wow, that's huge.
But each of the vendors are also bringing in their rolls, selling meatballs, stuffed cherry peppers. Everybody kind of brings their own spin, so bring your cash, too.
It's really, it's really a good taste of Utica here because you taste all the stuff that you really don't get. I mean, if your mom's got a good recipe for Sicilian rice balls, guess what? Somebody else's mom's got one, and they're selling them at Tomato Pie Day. You can come and taste that, too. And it's a good rice ball.
Let's back up from the beginning, though. When was the brainchild of having Tomato Pie Day? What did something happen for you to just be like, I'm going to start Tomato Pie Day?
I don't know what was going on. It was 2017, and I had the idea in late 2016, and I just created a event on Facebook, and I had the brainchild, and there was such an immediate response, right? So I had the idea. I didn't label a location, a time, or anything. I said Tomato Pie Day. It's going to be going down, and I got it all together, and then
the door. Mike, can you lock that? Yeah. Thank you.
Then I put it all together, and I was like, how do I do this? How do I make tomato pie happen? And I brought it all on there, and I got everybody to go. The first year was a real pain in the nuts, let me tell you, because I had to go around, and I had to go to all the different tomato pie vendors and pretty much beg them. I'm like, listen, I don't have any funds, and I don't have any do this. I just want to, represent Utica, New York. So I brought them all there, and I got them all to go. And you know how hesitant people are to go and let me give away free food. It's a burden. It's a time. But now, after the third year, these people are seeing that it's not just a burden. It is a celebration. Right. It's a celebration of our culture. So yes, there's going to be tomato pie. People are making tomato pie, but you know what? They make tomato pie every day, all the time. So this is just going to be us thanking you. This is the whole idea. Is I'm thanking these people for making something great that, well, all of us who are Uticans can be proud of, and we're going to pass that down from generation to generation. My daughter, hopefully one day she takes this over. Right now she doesn't like tomato pie because there's no cheese, but one day she'll have it. It's like that Long Island bread that you were talking about, red bread.
We got to introduce another guest that just joined us in the studio. My man Mike Clare in the house from Oliveri's Pizza in Hamilton, New York.
What's up, Z?
The last time you were here, my taste buds are still dancing last time you were here.
I'm so jealous I didn't get any of that.
Oh my God.
Pie, the vodka sauce one?
Oh, it was so good. Now, you're going to have that, correct, this Saturday?
Yeah, I'm going to make an attempt to make as many as I can, that style. But with my capabilities, I fear that I may not be able to bring as much as I need. I'm small. My pizza, we're a small operation, one deck oven, so we're tiny. So I'm trying to figure out how I can orchestrate that and put it all together so that I can have enough of both styles on site,
Can you just save me a slice, please?
Absolutely.
Just one slice.
Yeah.
It was
I'll be there before
unbelievable.
everybody. I'll save you a slice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, I tell you what, having that on the menu, so to speak, is going to be cool because this year, we've got the People's Choice Awards where people get to vote for who's got the best tomato pie, and they put their note in the ballot. But we also got some celebrity judges, right? So these celebrity judges are going to hone in on the quality of the tomato pies, and they're going to hone in on the sauce, on the crust, and on the most unique.
Okay.
So when it comes to something like the Drunken Tomato Pie, to me, in my eyes already, you're a winner because no one else is that unique at all. Everyone else is. I guess Napoli's has got a Fra Diavolo, and Roma's does a few variations, but that is definitely by far the most unique. And you know who would really kill it is Nicole. They used to have at Rotrona's. They had that olive and onion tomato pie.
Oh,
that thing would be really great if they had that there too.
I forgot about that.
'Cause that could probably take the contest. And I'm gonna when I get done with this, I'm gonna remind her. You should just do that just for the most unique contest, because then you'd really have some competition.
Is she busy making pozzoles today?
Yeah, it's Pozzol.
Pozzol?
Yeah.
Well, you're from Utica.
Pozzoli. It's holy Pozzoli.
Everything?
Wait, when you're from Utica and you're Italian, you can't pronounce the whole word properly. You got to drop the vowels at the end. It's a necessity.
Yeah.
See, I've spent too much time. I spent too much time
There's no D in that, though.
I spent too much time in Hamilton, and I had to learn how to pronounce everything because people would look at you sideways and go, what are you talking about? You want regatta in the calzone, or you just want mozzarella?
Well, I want regatta.
I'll take ricotta in my calzone, and can I get an extra side of
mozzarella?
Can I get an extra side of marinara? And you're like, oh man.
Is that made with fresh corn?
And then you go marinade, and you're like, what are you talking about?
There you go, Mr. Smith. Have a great day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is that made with fresh corn from around the corner there, Michael?
Yeah.
The cannoli, pasties.
Oh, pasties.
Supersat, Capicola, rigatone.
Isn't that what you're calling your girlfriend on a nice Saturday night, though? Pasta chop, right?
Oh, come here, my little pasty. Hilarious. How's things up at Oliveri's? Everything going good for you up there?
So well. We've been busy. So I just been, putting one foot in front of the other one and just grinding it out. So even today, too, just tying up loose ends because I'm in Utica on Wednesday and tomato pie day's looming, so just trying to run around and get everything done so that I'm good, for Saturday.
So as a vendor perspective, how many tomato pies are you whipping out on Saturday?
Well, we do a sheet style, so we got a big, 48-cut sheet. So I think I brought 25 sheets of red, traditional tomato pie last year.
That's a lot.
And I think we had a couple left over. I'm looking to bring at least 30 red ones and maybe 15 to 20 of the drunk ones, but it's all the behind the scenes. You have to cut the 4-pound doughs. They have to be punched down. They have to rise again. You have to pull them all out. And
along with all the peppers
big.
that you've been stuffing, and I've been plugging those before you got here.
The stuffed cherries?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want one of those.
Now because we pack them in dressing. So the last couple of days we've gutted I don't know how many cherry peppers.
Fingers are hot.
You're delicious.
Is that
you know what is your cuticles? You got to wear gloves because if you're working or whatever, you'll tell every little nook and cranny you got in your fingers because you're like, I got vinegar pepper juice in my fingers. My hands are on fire. It makes you feel alive.
Your fingers get hot.
Yeah.
Is that a good pickup line for an Italian girl? Hey, baby, let me gut your pepper. Let me stuff your pepper, baby.
Let me devein that how long hot you got there.
Yo, you see that girl's
Yo,
cherry
Ma,
peppers?
let me see that long hot.
Yo, you see that girl's cherry peppers? Damn.
How many cherry peppers would you bring, though? Your stuffed peppers to tomato pie.
We're going to bring 500 rice balls this year and at least 250, 300.
Oh, you've never brought any of those home, though. Those goes fast. Everyone buys those. Yeah, the rice balls and the cherry
rice
peppers.
balls this year because my mother last year was like, it's like an hour. They're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah, that's truthful.
You know what I want to be?
I think I took 20 home last
I
year.
guess it's like a warning, to the tomato pie
They're
vendors.
tedious to make. There was a lot of legwork involved in making them because they're all hand rolled. They're all made the arborio rice. We make and prep it. It's got to set up for a day and then you roll the rice ball. So you have to try to fit that into a functioning kitchen and get it done and have them ready. So, there's been a lot going. We got a lot going on.
I'm telling you, man, everybody talks about your rice balls throughout the whole tomato pie day, and they're just like those rice balls.
I appreciate that, too.
There's a line out the door just to get your rice balls.
The thing about it, too, is when you bring food back home to Utica and someone has something positive to say, it makes you feel good. That's the seal of approval. When you bring food here and people here are like, oh, man, your rice balls are good, or they'll compare them to the other places around here, which we consider to be legendary or spots that we grew up with. Like, Mike, you're right. Or in hushed tones, they go, yours is better than so-and-so's. And you don't know if people are just being nice or if they're, but it makes you feel good. It's a definite boost for your
So what's the traditional name of the rice ball, though?
Arancini.
Arancini.
Yeah, baby little orange. Yeah, arancini.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I speak Italian like nobody else.
That's southern. I think that's Southern Italian street food, like rice balls and pizza or any kind of variation of a tomato pie or Sicilian pizza. That's all cheap street eats. That's my favorite. That's my favorite peasant.
Right.
You know, I'm four generations removed from Southern Italian peasants.
Yeah.
You know?
Me too.
So you find me down on Bleecker Street hanging around.
Yeah.
Whoever's left down there, whatever, you know? Whoever's down there, it doesn't matter.
Do you think in southern Italy they have some really unique food trucks going on these days?
They have
over
to.
there. They gotta be, because food trucks is such a big
They probably
thing.
got one that's called like stuffed olives, and that's all they sell.
Yeah.
Like, we got stuffed olives, and Felipe over here isn't even happy. Felipe's Italian
Everything
name,
that
right?
they eat is just so clean. You know, they don't overdo anything like we do
In America,
the States.
we bad.
We overdo things. We make things look. They're not. There's no presentation to it. It's just a bunch of sauce all over stuff. I think Italy kind of tones it back a little bit. Everything's really clean. Everything's very fresh. There's a lot of fish. There's a lot of oils, olives.
No GMOs.
Right.
None of that stuff.
My eldest is
Natural.
dating a boy that grew up in Bologna, so I'm learning.
Oh yeah.
I'm learning. Yeah.
Krogan Bologna, right?
Yeah, Krogan.
Yeah, Krogan,
Yeah,
yep.
that's where he's from. He's from the Isle of Bologna.
Krogan ring bologna.
Anyways, let's reel it back in. No, so anyways, Tomato Pie Day coming up this Saturday, Parkway Rec Center.
Yeah, it's you know what's great this year is I had the Bank of Utica. They're the presenting sponsor.
Oh, cool.
So you know the Sinnott family, the Bank of Utica. They're really stepping up, and
Sinnott.
these guys they really care about the community. I mean, it's their slogan. They're in a league of their own, and they are. They're not like a corporate I mean, they got structure. It's not like
Bank
I'm
of
saying that.
Utica.
But they're not like a corporate structured bank. They're Utica locals who are a bank, and they care about what's going on downtown. They care about what's happening in the city. They care about how people feel, and they embrace the great things like tomato pie, like everything that's Utica. And I'm very happy to have them to get involved because they're just awesome. And then, you know, we got other great sponsors, JK, EJA Moving, Bill Keeler, Saranac, PJ Green. The list is so big. The Observer Dispatch. Matter of fact, if you guys get the Observer Dispatch to your house, every Thursday tomorrow, there's a insert called The Scene. And in The Scene, there's going to be a coupon for $2 off. Now, that means if you don't get your tickets right now on my website, iloveuticany.com, for $3, you know, when I shut that off on Friday night, you're going to be able to pay $5 at the door. But if you take that coupon, you can pay $3 just like if you did buy the tickets in advance. So
People still buy the paper, the OD?
yeah, I think so.
The paper. I haven't seen a paper boy in like 15 years.
It's interesting because I get the Scene in my mail.
Yeah.
You do.
I do.
Did you just subscribe to it?
No.
No? You just all of a sudden it appeared?
Yep.
Somebody subscribed for you.
Well, you want to hear something? That's one of the things I really wanted to test with it because as a sponsor, I was just like, okay, great. I got one ad running, you know, a few weeks ago, another ad last week, and then this one I changed up all the artwork and included a coupon because I want you to go into the Observer Dispatch and cut out the coupon and then bring it in, and then I'm going to say, how many coupons did this work? I really get to, I guess, test as a marketer, as a marketing guy. I'll test the effectiveness of that scene and the advertising in there. Because, you know, let's say 200 people show up with it, I'll say it's pretty effective. You know, if 2 people show up with it, I'll be like, hey, Mom, it doesn't work. You can come in for free.
You'll be able to tell how many people.
Yeah, yes. That's
Just
exactly.
send them out for free rice balls. Or
No, that's just to get in. It's just to get in. You save a couple bucks.
I got to say, man, I loved your appearance at WKTV the other day.
I like going on WKTV, and I like that Gary guy. He's the best.
I don't think he knew what to make of you.
No, it's tough. I had
think he
pink
was a little
hair.
confused.
I mean, it's
Let's
pink
see the
now.
hair. Yeah, I want to see the hair.
Pink
Bust it
now.
out. Here, I want to see the hair. What's going on with your hair these days?
Pink. We could do a whole show about my hair one day.
We'll see.
You would come on and braid it.
You're growing it out, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm just growing it out for fun, I guess. Right now, I wanted to cut it off, but the girls said, "Don't cut it off," and then they dyed it pink. So there we have it.
Did you know they were going to dye it pink?
Yeah.
Coordination with the shirt too, the pink hair and then the pink shirt.
Well, this here is my new Modown shirt because Modown's coming out and it's got a big flying pig on it.
Yeah, they released the lineup today.
And it
Yes,
says
they
on the
did.
top, you know, stop hustling. Never.
We're on our Utica grind.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Utica grind.
Indeed, man.
No, I got all berries.
Well, very sure. He's all gigged out in his own gears. That's
Wait,
nice.
is Wednesday your day off? Do you
Yeah, usually it's Wednesdays. I'm in Utica.
You come to the U, right? On Wednesdays? Yeah, good.
I love being down here. It's just home. So like I dash out of Hamilton to come to Utica, go to see my barber, eat, visit with family, do my errands. I love coming home.
Yeah.
You know. I love Utica. I always have.
Uh-huh.
You know, even before it was cool to be into Utica, I was always proud of my hometown, where I come from, my people, my bloodlines. This is our home. We should be proud.
You gotta love it here. Potholes or not, fucking, it's love. It's all about love. I don't care.
Everybody, we're Uticans. We're here. This is our home base. This is what it is.
What you said on KTV the other day, we're going to fill all the potholes up with Utica greens.
Yeah, we'll fill them right up with Utica greens. Drive right over them. Boom, it'll be good.
It's a lot better than my idea. I wanted to draw dicks on all the potholes.
Oh.
They would cover them up really quick if there's dicks all over the streets. Don't you
Well, the
think?
city was out in full force today. They were doing one of those sweeps there
Were
down
they?
by Palermo Pizza.
They were out there earlier, too, doing
Trying to
filling some potholes.
Oh, like literally sweeping.
Sweeping.
Yeah, they do the sweeps.
I like Palermo's pizza. You know, I'm not going to deny
I
it.
got a
That
nice Sicilian slice.
they're pretty good for a place that nobody really goes to that often because it's where it is, you know?
I like going down there. I go down there for entertainment.
Well, I go to,
man.
Yeah, it's a great food. The food's
Open
good.
super late, too.
Yeah.
Super
United
late.
Square. I love going down on United Square. I have no problem going down and getting a slice.
I don't.
Late.
Yeah,
I know.
really late. 2?
Something like that,
Yeah.
yeah. And they
Yeah,
deliver.
yeah,
They've
I
been
tell
down
you-
since the 93 they opened or something like that downtown.
I tell you what, growing up in Utica, New York, I'm not scared of a fucking thing. I mean, I will go right down this street, and it doesn't matter. I'll walk
Colt 45
by
helping,
everyone, and it's no big deal, you know. I was talking to my dad, and he's like, "You should be scared about going to Venezuela. You want to go down to Venezuela? They got all these problems." I'm like, "Dad, what's the difference from walking here and walking down Cornhill?" He goes, "Well, I don't know. I guess there's no difference. Everywhere's got a shitty part of town, and it's not even that shitty here. You know, it's not that shitty at all. You know."
I'm with you, man.
I've been to worse places, and it's just got a bad rep. And you know what? That's what I'm all about, is changing your perspective.
Well, we
'cause-
have people freaking out. I mean, we're pretty close to the hood. We're right on the border of the hood
it's
and
just
stuff.
on the
And
eastern
it's
corner
not
of the
that
border,
bad
right?
at all.
Yeah, there's a Cornhill border.
Yeah.
I play street hockey over there. I hang out here. Been here my whole life.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, this is the neighborhood.
That church is for sale. I would love to buy that church.
What would you do with that church?
I would make it into a great place to chill out all the time. There's a gym over there.
How you
The
gonna
House
make?
of God turns into the House of Jay.
Well, I'd make a great area for me to live in, of course, in the church part, and then there'd be some music and stuff, and there's a whole gym.
Water bed on the altar, you think?
I don't think I would do that, but I'd have it so it was great. I'd have it there would be a bar in there.
What would you keep in the tabernacle? What would you keep in the tabernacle?
Something to smoke.
Of course. But yeah, how long the church has been for sale? For a while over there.
Yeah.
I don't think you could convert it into a bar in the neighborhood. I think the
No,
neighbors
everyone would
frown
get
upon
pissed.
that.
The whole community would get pissed.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 years from now, you know, when all the grandmas and grandpas passed away, and they'd be like, "This hasn't been anything for 10 years," and then I was like, "It's a bar now."
My relatives get mad at me when I go to church with them because I'm always thinking about how you can convert a church into a music venue.
Yeah.
'Cause they're
It's got
perfect.
the church's got great acoustics.
Oh, yeah. There's already a stage, the altar, and it's good acoustics. It's big. There's a lot of capacity, if you will.
Midnight mass is always fun too, like Christmas Eve. Like I've been in line for communion swaying, like just swaying around a communion line, you know, just trying to keep it together in church, you know.
You can move the mic up too if you want. If you're
This
there you go, buddy.
particular church, I had a friend named Tom, and in high school we would go out and get all bombed up on like Saturday night, and he'd be like, "Mom, Jay's sleeping over," and she'd be like, "You can stay over as long as you guys come to church with me in the morning," right? So we'd go out and get all wasted, and sure enough, 8 in the morning, she's like, "You guys gotta come to church," and we're like, "Come to church," and she knew what was going on. She was just like, "Time for you guys to pay." Pay it back to the God.
Pay it back to God for sure.
Yeah, that's what she did, and I was just, I didn't like it that much, but.
All right, can we jump off the God subject real quick
Sure.
And talk about the pub crawls that you put on? Do you plan on doing more pub crawls this
Yes,
year?
what I'm going to do with the pub crawls as soon as I can, I'm looking to buy a bus. I'm going to
good
get
idea.
myself a bus, and then I'm going to paint it white, and then I'm going to wrap it with the big words that say Utica Pub Crawl, and then we're going to go from bar to bar to bar again. So as soon as I get that bus and someone to help me wrap it and all that, then I'm going to bring it back to life. But
So you're holding out until you get a bus to do the next
What I
crawl?
want to do is just that, like I tried using the Bernie buses. I tried using another bus manufacturer, or renter, whatever. It's just it's not cost effective because I want people to go on the pub tour, and I don't want them to spend $50 just to ride on the bus. it's not worth it. So I got to get my own bus, and I still charge them a little bit, but make it so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like the same thing is, I'm just afraid everyone goes down to Varick Street and they I know these 3 bars,
And that's it.
and they never learn about Rick's Place, and they never learn about Old School, and they never learn about the Auburn, and they never learn about all these bars that we've been going to, that I've gone to my whole life, and they don't want to go. I mean, maybe someone's scared to go into Rick's Place. They're like, I don't want to go in there. You know what part of the town that is? And I'm like, it's not bad there. Like I said, I'm not scared of anything. I'll go over there and act like it's my mom's backyard. I'll be like, I'm home. And you can go on the pub crawl, go into a bar that you're scared of going to, or usually frequent, and feel comfortable because you're with a group of your peers, and it's kind of a controlled situation.
You could take everyone to Politary Joe's and get day drunk.
Yeah. You know what? They would kill me over
Red
there
wine
if
and
I took
orange
a bus
soda?
of 40 people. A dirty girl.
That's the place to do it.
Yeah.
No, I like what you do though with these pub crawls, and you get people out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Get them to try new bars they've never tried before. Even, I mean, for me too, when we did that pub crawl together, there was a couple bars I never wouldn't even think about stepping foot in.
Is the Highlander still open? You should take everyone to the Highlander and get Watch Snoofko over on the west side.
It's not open.
Yeah.
It's not open.
I think they're going to reopen, right?
Yeah, somebody died or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But
they should open it back up.
It's cool that you do have plans on doing another one, though.
Yeah, I don't ever want to let that die either. It's a really fun thing because what started happening was people sign up for the pub crawl, and they were camping in the Adirondacks. I had this is a Thanksgiving or something last year. I had all these people who were on the bus, for a men's weekend at hunting somewhere in the Adirondacks, and they were like, we can't spend all that time in the cabin together. We want to go out. So they were all on Jersey, and they did it for something to do. They were all from Jersey, and they came for something to do on the pub crawl. So it's like we've got a Oneida County Tourism Board, right? But, they're not bringing people to Rick's Place. I know that for sure, Oneida County Tourism is not bringing people to Rick's Place or the Auburn. They're talking about the Boilermaker. They're talking about, I guess, a select few things, But the great part of Utica is that organic stuff that we built,
Is Fat Rick still open?
No.
I think they turned it into housing now. Fat Rick.
They did. I think they took that building down.
There's so many great legendary bars, though, from back in the day, though.
Top Spin.
He's not here.
I went to Benji's the other day.
He's over on Mohawk Street.
Bert's. Remember Bert's?
Caveman. I went to Benji's to meet Caveman, and the lady from Benji's was talking to me about, I want to buy that shuffleboard she's got in there. She's trying to sell that because I guess they're going to. They might tear down that whole block. They might tear down that whole block or something. So if they do, I'm just like, what are you going to do with this, 30-foot freaking thing? What are you going to do with that? I'll buy that. And she's kind of skeptical, but I'm still pushing her to sell it to me because, I want it, and that'll be fun.
Nice. We got a couple of people checking in saying hello. Eddie is saying Jay's dumping. I don't know what that means. So.
And Eddie always says dumper. That's Eddie's thing.
Big ups to my boy over there, Eddie Alsheimer, EJA Moving, the professional movers. Give him a call when you're ready to move and relocate. Eddie, thank you for everything you do. Eddie gave us all those boxes. We're doing our Disrupting Hunger event, and he gave us all these boxes to put out. Okay. And these are all going to be drop-off boxes.
So when is that event?
It's April the 28th at the Veterans Outreach Center, which is the old YMCA.
Right.
So we're doing that April 28th and with our friends from First Source Federal Credit Union.
Beautiful.
So we're looking for donations, too. So we're going to have these drop-off boxes out there real soon, and people could donate clothes or non-perishable food items or even furniture, whatever. Any kind of household type of product. Hygiene products, which I kind of need myself right now.
Mike just got a text from Rob Butler, the pizza box?
And
he's sending a pizza over right now.
Is he?
Yeah, so
Rob's the man.
He's going to send it over.
Is it a drunken pizza?
Is it going to be an upside-down pizza? Who knows what he's going to send?
Cauliflower crust.
You know what I like?
Cauliflower crust pizza.
Have you guys seen people combining the different types of pizzas? So they get like a half upside down and then a half regular?
The half moon pizza.
Yeah, he does a half moon pizza.
And let me tell you, people are raving about that pizza.
That's a cool idea.
I feel like every time I look on social media in that restaurant review section, like every day there's somebody posting a picture of his half moon pizza. Mm-hmm. So he's killing it. Rob, keep doing what you're doing, man. And we're lucky to have you, man. Keep killing it.
933 South Street.
933 South
And there's
Street.
another guy who makes like half calzone, half pizza. I saw that.
Really?
Yeah. Was it Johnny's Pizza?
And so it's a half a calzone and then half a pizza.
So it's a half pizza, yeah. And then the other side must have the extra crust, leaving over it.
I got. Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool.
So then, if you don't know if you want a calzone or a pizza, you get that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing a lot of pizzas with vegan cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Adrienne, you brought up cauliflower pizza. I'm a fan.
It's really good.
I think so too.
Really good. It's crispy. I think there's some almond flour in it, so it's gluten free at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I've had one at North End Pizza. I've had one at Giorgio's. Both delicious. Generally made upside down, I think.
Right on. Yeah, I think it's great.
I sell them. I have.
Do you sell them?
Do you?
Yeah, they're popular.
So
but
what's the other ingredient in the crust?
You know, I kept the ingredient listing up there. I'm not even really sure what.
He can't tell you his secrets.
You know, well, I buy them. I don't make those.
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of the places make their own.
No, they can't. It's not profitable.
Yeah.
The labor that would go into that would be crazy.
The crust?
And everyone I've seen online,
Yeah.
every picture I've come across, they all pretty much look like I'm like, oh,
Yeah, they're all
look the same.
Mhm.
Yeah, so.
Cauliflower pizza, huh?
So,
Yeah.
Jay, let's talk about these celebrity guests that you have judging.
Oh my God! So one thing new this year at Tomato Pie Day is going to be a celebrity/foodie judging category. So you all know what tomato pie consists of, right? You got your crust, you got your sauce, and you got a little bit of cheese on top, sprinkled cheese, right? Whatever it is, right?
There's some
There's
Italian
a sheep
seasonings
cheese.
in there,
There's
too,
a
though.
not sheep cheese. It's all good. But so many years in the past, and every time I talk to anybody about tomato pie, they say, I really love these guys' crusts, and I love those guys' sauce. I wish I could combine them. So now the celebrity judges, they're going to go through, and they're not going to be blindfolded, but they're going to be blinded to who's they're eating, and they're going to take a bite, and they're going to judge it. Does it have, how's the sauce? How is the crust? How is the overall greatness of this tomato pie? And they're going to do that with all the vendors. And at the end, we're going to have one person who wins the best sauce on the tomato pie, one person who wins the best crust, and, one person who wins the most unique. So ideally, at the end of this, right, we'll be able to say, all right, these guys have the best sauce. These guys have the best crust. The best tomato pie would be a combination of, I don't know, Danielle's and Napoli's or whomever the combo might be.
So who's judging? Who's these celebrity judges you're talking about?
Noel Bergano Sprague, who went to culinary school in Italy. Jay and I went to high school with her. We have Chuck Sedala that ran Valley View for many years.
I worked
and
for
now
Chuck. Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, so ran Valley View for years.
Yeah,
Now he
him and
owns
his brother
Daylight
Mike.
Donuts. We have the best of the best, Mr. Rob Palmieri. He's coming in too.
I heard of him.
Bill Vinci, he's there.
That's my boy.
He does the Empire Plate Show. And
he was here a couple weeks ago, actually. Bill's a great man.
he's a good guy.
He's a great man.
And then, who did we? Gina Scampone, she'll be there.
The event co.
Yep.
Hi, Gina. She's watching right now. Say hi. She says hi to everybody.
And she sure is, got a good handle on Utica, what's going on. So that's one of the reasons I asked her to do it. And Genesee Joe, Genesee Joe.
I met him before.
He's been in Utica forever, and he sure loves tomato pie. So I'll let him talk about that.
Yeah.
He's a celebrity.
Absolutely.
And that's I think everybody that I can remember.
That's
right
a great
now.
list.
Yeah,
solid list.
A pretty good group of people who are going to do that. And what I want to do is, if you folks are coming to Tomato Pie Day, just these guys will be done judging. Just leave them alone until they're done judging, please, because it's serious. Okay, I don't want you interrupting their taste buds.
When I was a judge for Meatball Madness, I told everybody I can be bought.
Yeah.
So I'll take bribes all day long.
I would have loved to have attended that. That sounds like a lot of fun. I had to work, but
Do you make meatballs?
No, I buy mine.
Oh, you buy yours? Okay.
Yeah, Roma's.
You buy them at Roma's?
Yeah. And one of the secret ingredients in Roma's, I don't know if it's a secret. If you look on the label, it says tomatoes. They take their old tomato pie and grind it up and use that in place of breadcrumbs. So if you look at the label on Roma's.
You told me this before. Yes, you did. You told me this.
Now that's
and
really
they're
unique.
delicious. And for us, you know what I mean? It's easy. I get my sausage and my meatballs from Roma's. I pick it up every week. And that's what we use. We used to roll meatballs, and I'm like, I don't want to roll meatball. I don't want to roll them. I just don't. It's just easy. But they have a good product, and one of the ingredients on the bag, if you look at it, it says tomatoes, and it's that's what they use for breadcrumbs. They take day old tomato pie and they grind them up, put them in their meatball mix.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smart, because you know you don't want to throw it away.
Yeah, it's a good way to repurpose food and not waste food.
Exactly.
You know? And their meatballs are delicious. They make a good product.
That's what tomato pie is all about, right? People don't want to throw away their dough, and they don't want to throw away their sauce. And I can't believe in Philadelphia you call it gravy.
I'm so
What's
glad
the matter?
you brought up Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
What is that? Where that picture was that you posted not too long ago? Mike?
I went to a concert at Foxwoods a couple weeks ago, and then I drove the hour to go to Providence to stay in Little Italy for the night.
Providence.
And when I woke up the next day, I'm walking around Atwell's Ave in Providence, Rhode Island, on Federal Hill, and I walk in the bakery, and I'm like wrapped in wax paper. There's like this stuff that looks similar to tomato pie, and it didn't have any cheese on it, but it tastes like tomato pie. It was like, it was like.
What'd they call it?
What'd the girl say? The girl behind the counter was disinterested. I'm like, oh my God, I'm from Utica, and and she's like, what? What do you want next? You know, like she didn't care, you know. But I think they were calling it like bakery pizza. And it was a bakery, it was a pastry shop. So I went and I got a spinach, and then I'm like, give me a couple pieces of that to bring home, and then I put it in the back of my truck so I wouldn't eat it on the way back. I wanted to take it, inspect it, dissect it, and then eat it at home and see what it was. I didn't want to snack on it on the way back from
Figure out
Providence.
everything that was in it.
So that's not a tomato pie.
Was it seasoned sauce, or was it basically tomato paste?
It was like tomato paste with like oregano, like heavy oregano on it, but it tastes similar to some of the tomato pies that I've eaten over the years around here, you know?
Was it like a bruschetta almost?
Nah, it was the same kind of dough. It was like, tomato pie dough.
Yeah,
with
but
like
when
a
you
thicker
use tomato
on it.
paste, it's dark. It's a dark kind of tart aftertaste to it.
And it was thick. Yeah, it was thick on top and it had a lot of oregano on it. But, I mean, it was similar to what we call tomato pie here. So, regionally, it was just interesting to actually come across it. I've read about it, been online, and then to actually see it and buy it. It was just wrapped in wax paper. It was room temperature on the counter. I go, look at that. And it must be whatever they do there. It's part of their food culture, whatever it is. Bakery pizza.
And the jokes were flying.
Well, I was, like, excited about it, you know. And the young girl behind the counter was like, whatever.
Yeah, she
didn't
care.
I don't.
No, but I mean the jokes after eating it and examining it, you must have had a couple wisecracks for it, right?
Well, I mean, I'm biased because, of course, like I told Jay we should go to Philly and just go to that, what's the Sarcone's Bakery, and just, I mean, Utica's gritty. We'll go over there and we'll just, I don't know, pick a fight with the bakery and just be like, what do you?
We've been saying we were going to do this for months now. I think we should just hop on the road.
Get the 90s hip hop going, take a 4.5 hour ride, go to Philly. Jason go see a Phillies game or something.
Yeah.
You know?
They got Bryce Harper now.
They got great outlets. I'm coming.
Shopaholic over here. And then
you go on the Rocky Steps and eat tomato pie.
There you go. And it could be kind of like a thing like how Cheers had their rival, Gary's Old Town Tavern. We can have our rival with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't got anything else going on. Let's just pick a fight with Philadelphia and try to take.
Yeah, why not?
And how could you not bring
supremacy for tomato
Adrienne?
pie. Huh?
I said, and how could you not bring Adrienne?
How could you not?
Right?
Yeah, why
Yo,
not?
Adrienne.
Yeah.
Yo, Adrienne.
Yeah, exactly.
It took a minute to get.
I got it.
Okay, I got you. You're quick. Philadelphia, though, trying to bust out some tomato pie. Man.
And they may have been doing.
They still say gravy. They say gravy. What is it? Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
What are they making Thanksgiving tomato pie?
That's a debate that I never knew existed until I was on social media. I never.
Really?
I never knew gravy. No one I
Sunday
ever
gravy.
knew called sauce gravy ever.
It's like a New Jersey.
Downstate Jersey thing. I've never heard anyone refer to. And somebody made a great point too when they say when you go on a menu, when you look at a menu, they go, when does it ever say gravy? When someone's describing a dish, even downstate, they never use the word
New York
gravy.
doesn't. Jersey, you're right. Jersey took the spin on that, but they've been backwards forever, right?
Yeah, I had Vic DiPatetto on the show, and I asked him, do you call it sauce or do you call it gravy? And he was like, I don't know who called it gravy and whatever. And he lives in New Jersey. He's like, well, he's born and raised in Brooklyn, but he calls it sauce, and they all call it sauce down there. But it's somewheres when you cross that New Jersey border. If you said
everyone put gravy on that, I'd probably be like white or brown.
Yeah.
And I took a picture one year at my mother's, like I think it was might have been on Thanksgiving. She made lasagna and she did like turkey dinner on Thanksgiving, and she had sauce and gravy on the stove. So I took a picture of both side by side, and I'm like, so what?
Which one's sauce?
Which one's what now?
Which one's gravy?
Because I see sauce and then I see gravy. So how are you people that say sauce is gravy? What's this now? How do you describe this? Go on the stove and get the gravy. Go on the stove and get the sauce. How do you? No,
Yeah, I'm with you. But you know what I like that you do fun, innovative ways to make food. Like like last time you came in here with the vodka Riggy sauce, the drunken tomato pie.
I was hesitant to do that because I'm a traditionalist. So I'm like, you know what? I'll use vodka. I was talking to Jay about it too. I go, I'll take our vodka sauce and put it on tomato pie dough, put pecorino on top, and call it like a drunk tomato pie with vodka sauce. And I was hesitant to do it because some people, there were some photos, I put it up online, and dude was like, nah, man, that's not a tomato pie. Nah, who's this fake with the tomato pie? And I'm like, I live and breathe this stuff, and try to stay true to, the traditions.
Great idea, though. I mean,
but I thought it was incredible. A catchy name,
Mm-hmm. It was incredible. So is that something maybe you have like leftovers or something and you just kind of whip things up? Kind of like the principle of how Chicken Riggies was invented.
You know,
it was just like a bunch of leftovers and you put it together.
For like a litmus test, I take things down to my buddy Mike Malgeri. I go to Malgeri's Auto, and I'll like bring food down there. And
they're garbage cans, though.
They eat everything. They love to eat, right?
They do. They eat everything.
But I bring things down. Mike goes, oh, it's unbelievable. I'm like, oh, we were away. And he'll describe, like, they went away over the weekend. He'll just, like, describe his meals and how they eat and everything. But I'll bring stuff down. And they went berserk over that drunk tomato pie because the day I came here, I brought one to Mike, too. I go, Mike, what do you think of this? He goes, oh, man, it's unbelievable. The guys in the garage were all eating. He's like, oh, it's great,
It was unbelievable. I can't wait to get my hands on that on Saturday.
Me too.
Save me a piece.
It'll be my first bite.
Oh, you're going to love it. It's
What,
like
that drunk tomato pie?
Yeah.
You know what I love about that drunk tomato pie? It's got a sauce on it. So I know it's not tomato
here
sauce,
comes the
okay?
white boy.
It's not marinade, all right? But it's a creamy, flavorful, robust sauce, right? And it's on top of like a light, crispy crust. I was so impressed. My mouth was impressed.
There's Probac in it, too. It's a 50-50 blend of prosciutto and bacon in it. So it's a true vodka sauce. So it's got bacon and prosciutto in it. It's a combo blend, Probac. And then you render that down, and then you deglaze with the vodka, and then, the other stuff, too. And
I think it's important to keep innovating different things. Like Rob at the Pizza Box does the same thing with the Half Moon Pizza. And just doing something different. You take a twist on something that's traditional and put your own spin on it. And people love that type of thing,
It
man.
keeps things fresh. And sometimes, and I'm like a traditionalist. Like when people call the pizzeria and get pineapple on pizza, I cringe. And I'm like, wow. I mean, whatever anyone likes. I'm there to please people. So
right.
Whatever you want to buy and have you make, I'll make.
Pineapple on pizza.
Do you really?
Why?
Cue
up the white girl.
I really, yep, here I am. I arrived.
Hi, it's the Polish side talking.
I don't know. I like that sweet and savory in anything, not just pizza.
But yeah, you're right there because you get the sweet and the tart and the pineapple and stuff. But for me, it was always like, for me personally, my favorite pizza is just plain pizza. I think the corners, like the thing to gauge any pizzeria is just to get a plain slice and see how their plain slice holds up because then you get to taste the dough, the sauce, the cheese. So I'm a minimalist. I don't like anything on my pizza. That's me personally, but
me too.
For me, it was always, I just like, I'll eat toppings or if I'm together in a group. What do you want to get? Whatever you want to get, I'll eat. But I mean, if I'm buying pizza, I just want plain.
Me too.
Cheese pizza,
Yeah, but you know what? There's something to be said about like an Oskanitz pizza with that sausage that's been spread into the dough. That there makes a whole different kind of food.
Is that a number 8? I think a sausage mushroom's a number 8. I don't know.
So good. I mean,
I'm not sure.
It's so much different, And there's 3 places around here at least that I know that do it. It's Oskanitz, Joe's, and then Trios.
Trios in the Mills.
And they do that. And Trios, you know what else Trios does that you can get? It's something called a sausage square, right? So you can get a sausage square. It's kind of like a calzone, I guess, because there's crust on top, crust on the bottom. In the middle, there's that sausage, and then you dip it in the marinara.
They don't do any kielbasa on pizza over there? You guys got Polish blood, too, right? A little bit.
We don't say kielbasa. We say kielbasa.
Any hybrid, is it kielbasa? Is it kielbasa?
This is Utica, so we say kielbasa.
It's the pierogi.
We got a pierogi. I like it when I run into someone and their last name's like Conti or something, and I drop the E. I'm like, you can't.
Let me ask you something, though. Is that a thing, though, kielbasa on pizza?
I don't know. I mean,
nowhere.
Nowhere? Why they put pineapple on pizza? You might as well put a kielbasa.
Kielbasa, I've done it. I've put kielbasa on pizza. You just got to do nice little cubes of kielbasa on there.
Sauerkraut.
I want you guys to help me with something.
Like a Reuben pizza?
I want you guys to help me with something. That's the thing, Reuben Pizza. I want you guys to help me. You're familiar with One Bite and Barstool Sports, and they do that pizza thing every day. Are you familiar with that? They do it every day. He does the pizza challenge.
They make or break places, right? That's the big thing,
they
right?
They really do, but we've been pestering them to come to Utica. We've been hounding them.
Why won't they come?
They don't reply to anything we sent. We sent messages, we sent tweets and direct messages and emails, and they don't. I want them to come up like during the Boilermaker. So if their barroom or Barstool Sports, if they're going to come up here, cover the Boilermaker, and then come eat at all the delicious pizzerias that we have here.
So they want to be promoted. They want to make some money on it.
Well, no,
That's probably why.
They make money already. They're doing pretty well.
Don't they have a TV show though? Don't they travel?
It's called One Bite, and he also has the app too. So you could go in, you download the app One Bite, and then you rank these pizzas. It's like a 1 out of 10 scale. And they're missing the boat here in Utica. They're getting pizza in Florida. They're getting pizza in like North Carolina.
They got pizza in Florida.
You believe it? And
North Carolina?
they're giving them rankings of like 4 or 5s. Like there's only 1 or 2 places.
They hit Saratoga.
They did hit Saratoga.
Yes, they did.
They did.
'Cause my family owns a pizzeria in Saratoga.
Oh, did they
That
go to
guy
that?
is not very nice.
None of them are. But,
Yeah.
but who cares about the niceness? I want them to come to Utica to sample all the great pie that we have here. Right now, they're saying Providence, Rhode Island is the pizza capital of the world.
Well, I want to slap their fucking face.
Whoa.
I went to.
This is the capital of food.
In case you were sleeping.
Right here.
I think you should drink another 40.
Yeah.
I went to Caserta Pizza in Providence. It's like one of the famous pizzerias there. So when I visited for the day, and I was just hanging out all day, I went to Caserta Pizzeria, and they've been there since like the 50s in Providence. The pizza was good, but
I'm sorry, it's not Providence. New Haven, Connecticut. My bad.
New Haven.
New
Yeah,
Haven,
Frankie Papes
Connecticut. And Sally's.
Yeah.
And they're right.
Still no Utica, though.
But they still know Utica. And they're the only places that these guys have given 9s to, because no one's ever gotten a 10. There's never been a 10 released out on their
Have they been in New York?
rankings.
Because, I mean, there's amazing
Well, they're
pizza
based
down
out of
in
New York.
Okay.
They're
so
based
then,
out of
yeah,
New York.
So then
they
yeah,
give
they
out
bother with New
7s and
York.
8s all the time. But
Yeah.
the only 9s to ever come out of Barstool has been out of New Haven, Connecticut.
And I've
you
read
guys
that
are missing the boat.
There's
Come
actually
to
great
Utica.
pizza culture in like Old Forge, PA. There was a guy that was up here. He had roots in Pennsylvania. He brought some Old Forge pizza to Johnny Knowles. We were out drinking one night, and the pizza, was good. It was good.
Yeah.
But
and there's some great pie here in Utica.
Absolutely.
And these guys need to taste it. They need to sample it.
For a city our
That's what I meant
size,
by slapping
Right.
them in the faces. They get slapped in the face with some of our pizza. A nice big slice from Parkway Pizza, Sicilian Delight, even wherever.
remember Gino and Joe's in Sangertown Mall? I remember it was Gino and Joe's before it was
The big old
Sicilian Delight.
slices
Yeah.
they used
They
to
were
give.
big,
It was
thin
gigantic.
slices. I used to love going to the mall
There's
when
a
I was
place
a
in
kid.
Clinton too. Remember on the side street right by Dunkin' Donuts. If you turn to the left going into Clinton, there's a pie place on the
Roma's.
You turned right.
I think it's called Roma's or Little Roma's.
They had huge slices. I mean, they were monster when we were kids. I don't know. They're not there anymore. I don't know where they are.
I saw Diggable Planets in concert. Actually, it was my
With
first
me.
concert, and I went there. And then after that, I got one of those huge ass slices.
With the Diggable Planets played in.
Diggable Planets played Hamilton
yeah.
College.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hamilton
what,
College.
96?
Yeah, that was 90, 95, I believe, 94, 95.
That's my blackout years.
I remember Diggable Planets, but didn't they just have
Cool
one hit
like
song? And did that come
They
out in
had one
96?
album.
Well,
One album.
they
And
play with a
maybe
live band. It's jazz band, So
Yeah.
he's got these guys dropping,
Cool like that.
deep lyrics on jazz music, So
They're
they were always positive. They never
I
talked
floated
about.
through 96.
I guess they did have a
Did you?
Nickelback song.
Yeah. Yeah, I was floating around in 96. I was floating around East Utica in 1996.
Yeah. I was in a blackout then. But that's for another podcast. But you guys need to help us try to get Barstool up here and sample. Of course, we'll bring them to Oliveris. We'll take them up to Hamilton. And there's so many great. We'll bring them to the Pizza Box and just all the great pizzerias
There's
we
a
have
ton.
here.
There's a ton of places around
There's a
here.
ton.
And for a city our size, too, in my opinion, like a city our size, there's nobody that can. And you can't say New York or Philadelphia or Boston, but for a city our size, our food culture, we should be proud of that. I don't think for our size, if you were to compare, like Schenectady or Troy, or we crush everybody.
We really do.
I know
really
people.
do.
I had
and there's
guys.
not Italian food out of this area that even remotely compares.
And just the people, too, just our culture, the way people are here, When you and Nicole were at Out of the Way Cafe a few weeks ago, and we were sitting down, Jay was there, too.
Right.
I told my mother, too, I says, Adrian Banis was there, and I said, she goes, I can't go do anything tonight. It's garbage night. I got to go home and chuck crap out. My mother was laughing, too, because
It's her favorite night of the week,
It's like
too.
her favorite night of the week.
It's garbage night.
Like garbage
It's
night. So I'm like,
garbage
I don't know if
night.
that's a Utica thing or just whatever, but you can relate. So I'm like, I'm sitting down at lunch, and I'm like, yeah, my agent was saying she's got to go home because it's garbage.
My kids
My mother-
disappear. They're afraid they're going to end up in a bag at the curb.
Yeah, I don't even know where the garbage comes from. My father's like, I'm going to get my mother a dumpster because like the garbage that's generated out of my parents' house. I'm like, Ma, what are you throwing away?
Everything.
It's like an endless, yeah. We keep like the blue bag company in business.
Yeah, no.
Like 7 blue bags.
The blue bag company.
I'm trying to become a minimalist. I want to get rid of everything I own. I have like a storage unit full of stuff that I don't even use. It's been sitting in storage for 7
What's
years.
in there?
Collecting set, collect stuff.
A lot of the electric company stuff is sitting in there, and there's some old.
I want that dollar bill. I'll buy that dollar bill.
No, I had to give that back.
Ugh.
But a lot of old music equipment and CDs, and just there's so much shit that I have. I want to get rid of everything. I want to
just sell it.
Well, I was thinking about having a storage wars and just have everybody go up to the storage wars and bid on it and just get rid of everything. Either that or just set everything on fire.
Well, remember that one time we cleaned out Captain Tripp's place? You know,
that was fun.
He had a lot of garbage in there, but there was also some cool things in there. You know, I brought home some cool items, you know, and I got all these beads and I gave them to some there's like a I don't know, like a summer camp for kids. Some lady, she watches kids at like a daycare place, and you know maybe they're making bracelets and stuff with the boondoggle and beads, you know, and it's something for kids to do. But at least it's not going to waste in that storage unit anymore. You know, I mean, I don't remember when Captain Tripp died, but you know, what was it? 10 years after he cleaned out his place? You know, how many years was it after he passed?
1.
What was it? Only 1?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind that.
Tomato pie.
But that was a lot of fun, though. We cleaned out, and it was like opening up the holy grail of head shops when we opened that door. It was like, and it was like 1993 died in there, right? It was like all this stuff from like the early 90s.
I still got a bin. I took a bin full of like, you know, those like Mexican blankets.
Yeah.
I got a big bin full of those Mexican blankets because I'm like, well, you know what? Let's just not throw these away. What if I know someone who gets cold or something like this? I can always use these. I could take this to the beach and just, you know, leave it there if I want to because it was, you know, came out of this place. They all smell like Captain Tripp's store, though. You know that?
Smell like patchouli.
Yeah, Knock Choppa and patchouli. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, this.
That was a good time. That was a lot of fun having everybody do that. But that's what I want to do myself. Just get rid of everything.
Yeah.
I got too much crap.
And if Mamrosh is listening, I want that dollar bill. I got a place to hang it.
I'm sure he's got it hanging in his house somewhere. He took a lot of time to make that thing.
I mean, in his van?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In his van, probably.
Probably in his van, yeah. He lives in a van down by the river.
He definitely is.
He's in Arizona.
Is he?
In a van.
In Arizona.
It's hard to keep tabs on him.
Yeah.
Hard to keep tabs, but definitely a good egg, that's for damn sure. Want to shift focus a little bit over to you because you've got a couple things happening, right?
Do.
You've got like the gala happening.
The ARC is the beneficiary this year of the Mayor's Benefit Gala. So it's UticaMayorsBenefitGala.com. You can purchase your tickets there. We are revitalizing one of our buildings downtown, and it's supporting a program that we developed a few years back called Chef's Express. Bye, Mike.
All right, Mike, you're out here.
Good luck.
Make sure you check out Oliveri's in Hamilton, New York. You're doing great. I'll see you on Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes, Mike is out. I'll be there. Cool.
So the Mayor's Benefit Gala is supporting a program that we developed a few years back called Chef's Express. It's one of our employment programs for the individuals that the ARC is supporting, and we're making cupcakes and sandwiches. So it's at the 241 building on Genesee Street that we'll be purchasing some restaurant supplies and so on and so forth with the money that we receive. We've got some great sponsors. We've got three different music. I think we have 2 bands and a DJ. It is April 27th at 7 p.m. at the Hotel Utica, and Mr. Rob Palmieri and Sue are our hosts.
Oh, excellent!
Yeah,
excellent.
So we have a small surprise for the mayor and his wife that evening, but we're going to keep that under hush until that night.
You got a lot of activities going on, though.
Yeah, well, the ARC has another one coming up in Rome.
Okay.
This will be our 6th annual Pour Your Heart Out event. And it used to be a wine tasting that's kind of turned over. It's at Tayujiga on June 22nd, and that's at 6 p.m. And then we have our annual golf tournament that is done by Swifties.
Swifties golf tournament?
Swifties golf tournament.
That's a blast.
It's a very fun tournament.
Every
and
year.
Dave has been so good to us. He gifted that to us. I think this would be our 4th year on that. And he really takes the reins and kind of takes care of that for us. We bring on our typical sponsors, but he does all of it. All of it. So we're blessed.
Very blessed.
We're blessed. But we hope to see you at the Mayor's Gala this year.
Me? No.
Yeah.
I the 27th, I've got a wedding that day, unfortunately.
Eddie's.
Well, not unfortunately. I'm actually excited to
Are
go
you
to
in
this
the wedding?
No, but I have to do the announcements.
Oh, fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the first time ever.
That's so
Mr. and Mrs. Scissorhands.
Suckers. No, I'm kidding.
No, but I have a wedding that day. And then
Are you going to say his name? I mean, at least you know how to say his name. Someone else wouldn't know how to say his name.
Yeah. Are you going to the wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be there too?
Scissorhands.
Yeah, there's a lot of consonants in his name.
Oh, he's got more Z's in his name than you.
I only got one. But, yeah, lots going on. Yeah, now my life starts to get really hectic. We've got
Tis
so
the
many
season.
things. Tis the season.
Yeah, well, it's spring and springing into summer in this area.
Are you doing concerts again this year?
I got I'm booked for 40 shows this year.
That's crazy. I'm going to see the Rolling Stones in NOLA.
Well, no, you're not, because Rolling Stones have canceled.
Yes, they have. He's having heart surgery.
Mick Jagger's having heart surgery.
Well, now I'm really mad.
Well, they're gonna honor your tickets though when they open the show.
So
When they open the tour dates.
Yeah,
up,
but it wasn't supposed to be $187 per ticket to go to see just the Jazz Fest. It was supposed to be, like $70 a ticket, and it was an extra $100 because the Rolling Stones were there.
Yeah, they tacked on more.
And now, what do I get?
They canceled just yesterday.
Oh, so you were going to a whole Jazz Fest?
Yeah.
They were like he said, Jazz Fest tacked on more money to see the Rolling Stones, where normally the ticket price is like $70.
But the Jazz Fest is going to continue the same weekend, and the Rolling Stones aren't going to participate.
It was they
so they're
separated
have
the
to
day.
honor your.
What? Give me a refund or something?
Give you back your $60 that they overcharged you for, or whatever it is.
The only reason I'm going there was for that. Now
You better
I
get
don't
on
know.
that on your hate mail.
Yeah, I guess
right
I'm
now.
gonna be. I don't like being a hater, but I'm hating on. How could you hate on Mick Jagger for needing heart surgery? I don't hate him for that at all.
But knowing Jazz Fest, they're going to come up with a pretty good replacement.
Okay, good.
I can probably guarantee that. I know some of the people down there. And
I'm gonna have fun anyway. I rented an apartment on Bourbon Street. We got the beads, and there's probably gonna be boobs.
I mean, you're on James Street with a Colt 45 having a pretty good time right now.
Yeah, I don't really need to go anywhere.
Yeah,
if I had beads right now, we'd get some boobs in here.
Yeah, well, there's no boobs.
Probably somebody out there. Maria lives right across the street.
Oh my God. All right. So let's switch the conversation up a little bit here. We don't need to call out people. Hey, Maria, come on over here and show me your
Everyone's named Maria in Utica.
No, you're right. Maria, get in the car. Anyways. Tomato Pie Day. It's coming up this weekend. You got to. Before we get back into Tomato Pie Day, do you got anything else you want to?
No, I think I'm good. I'll be back. I'll bring back some information. You and I'll do a one-on-one.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Actually, anything.
I got a few weeks ahead. We're 4 weeks out to the event, so we have a little bit of time to bring in a few more sponsors and kind of spread the word.
Mm-hmm.
I know our ticket sales are up to 650 currently, so we have 650 people attending.
What's
currently.
cap?
Cap is 1,000.
1,000.
I think. I don't think anybody's going to cap anything, though. I mean, it's 3 floors of venue, so we really
And it's
don't.
a fundraiser.
And it's a
How can you
fundraiser.
cap a fundraiser?
No, you can't.
Right.
I mean, and it's not. It's giving back to the community. It's not giving back to, the mayor's. I know it's election season, so I should be careful what I say.
Okay, we'll
Right.
leave it at that.
Yeah.
I try not to get political
Yeah,
on this show.
I prefer not to.
Yeah, I don't. You could pigeonhole yourself pretty easy.
Yeah,
especially
there.
here. But I try not to. Like, I get a lot of politicians like, I want to come on your podcast. So yeah, nah.
Not during election season. Maybe on the off, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Vote for me if you want to have some greens in your potholes.
Oh boy.
I'll fill them up. I'll be like, you all have to give me 1 gallon of greens.
Yeah, but with the weather changing and the vibe starts changing and the energy is changing in Central New York, you could feel like a lot of good things are coming.
Yeah.
It's here, like spring and summer.
Yeah, and I'm
right here.
psyched just about everything that's been happening in Utica. Remember a few years ago, you were like, dude, when is somebody going to do a good old summertime again? And then Gina came around. She's doing a good old summertime again.
Killing it.
I'm so happy that that's happening because I have got all these memories of a kid, of going to good old summertime. Now I could give those to my daughter and thank God for someone like Gina.
I remember seeing Don McLean down there. My dad bringing me to see Don McLean sing American Pie.
Really? Good old summertime?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You mentioned Summerfest. They got Rare Earth playing this year. That's going to be huge.
It
The
is.
only white Motown band ever.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're coming down on Genesee Street. We're gonna get funky.
We are definitely going to get.
I love her.
I think we get to dress up that night too. There's a contest. It was
Ooh.
last year.
What are we getting dressed up as?
We're going
White Motown people.
We're going White Motown.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
I'm going White Motown, and it's gonna be. I don't have to do anything to my skin. I just gotta wear Motown stuff, which might be like
bell bottoms and something.
We got to tease your hair.
Really loud.
Make my hair big.
I think you should dye it rainbow.
I don't know, maybe.
Ooh. Are you gonna leave it this color, or are you gonna dye it fancy for Saturday?
I'm not gonna mess with it.
Yeah, you're not gonna do like a.
Well, I think he's going to keep it pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right?
That's in October.
Yeah.
Oh, that's October, not
Yeah.
May.
I'm not
What's
even-
May?
Is it right now? Is autism awareness, right? So
Right.
May is.
I would have to do.
I don't know what May
rainbow.
is. Something though. Every month, something. But October is breast cancer awareness because
Pink.
I dye my beard pink every October.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Real men wear pink. Raised a
Real
lot of
men
money.
wear pink.
All the time. I do it all the time. I love it. I like to support. I like to help the cause too. You know. So you're not going to dye it red, white, and green at all.
No.
No.
But you know, if you do come, there's going to be a new thing this year, hair braiding. So if you have little girls or you have your own long hair, you can come in. There'll be someone there who will braid your hair and throw the Italian colored beads on there and rubber band that up.
There you go.
For just a few bucks, and then you can have a nice thing you could wear for the rest of the week or a month, or depends how long you want to keep it in.
So at Tomato Pie Day on Saturday, besides all the tomato pie vendors, what other special things do you got coming?
Oh wow! Well, there's the cosplayers, right? People who will dress up like superheroes who are going to be at the event that's coming in a couple of weeks after, called HeroCon. So I know there's going to be Skeletors going to be there, and what's that new superhero woman? That like hot lady with the blonde hair is like Captain Marvel. Is it Captain Marvel?
Adrienne?
No, that's her. She's Adrian's Captain Marvel.
No, I have no idea. I have not hip to what's going on.
So then that, and then maybe a couple of other people, but I know at least those people. And then there's going to be a unicorn.
Okay.
I know that. I've got a unicorn costume, and someone's going to wear that, and you know, you get pictures with that unicorn.
Okay.
And then there's going to be face painting. You know, Angie from BB Design, she's going to be doing some face painting there. She does a great job. She's really good with kids, and she's got great design, so it'll be fun. And
she's a life coach now too.
there's, like I said, the Italian ice. There is some guy's got kettle corn.
Oh, good.
And there's a couple other vendors like that too. They're just selling. What's her name? Oh God, Bernadette Rella. She's gonna have her sauce there because she won like maybe second or third best homestyle sauce.
Oh, that's
in a
right.
jar.
I saw that.
So
Congratulations,
she's gonna be
Bernadette.
there. She if she's got the time and the people, she might even be a judge for the best sauce. So that'll be good. I have to reach out to her soon.
And you got DJ East One on hand?
Yeah, so he's got a task at hand.
Does he?
He's got to take the old Italian music, you
Okay.
know, and he's got to mix that with, 90s hip hop and stuff like that.
Okay. So he's going to take some of the Croner music,
Croner
Martin,
music,
Frank Sinatra,
Dean Martin,
and mix
Frank
it up with
Sinatra.
House of Pain and Cypress Hill.
Yeah, let's see how that works.
I think if anybody
Nas.
could do it, he could do it.
I agree.
He says he can do it.
Yeah.
And I look forward to hearing that, And we've got the Shepherd Drummers, so they'll be there. They're bringing only half the crew. Usually they bring 20 kids. This year they got about 10 kids. I still think they'll be loud as hell.
Yeah,
and
would say so.
It'll be fun, So nothing. Everyone's always like, Jay, the drum circle's too much. I fucking love drum circles, So I'm just like, it's not too much. It actually, I feel like I'm alive, and you know it because you've been in a.
It's a great way to support the kids from the house.
And they need that kind of support,
Yes, they do.
So those kids from the House of Good Shepherd, they're there because something's going on in their life and they need some guidance and some help, and showing them that we like them and we appreciate them as a community. Man, we're just making our place better for the future by doing that alone.
And there's 10 of them.
Yeah, I think there's at least 10.
Let's give them all tomato pie T-shirts.
Oh, all right. That's doable.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought
I'll
that up.
I'll take care of the T-shirts for the house. For
Because
sure.
you do have a bunch of merchandise, right?
Yeah,
Oh, my God. There's such
Yeah.
new things. I've got new T-shirts.
Chicken Riggies,
Chicken
tomato
Riggies.
pie, half moons.
Yeah, there's a new T-shirt though that one of them says "Hopes, Dreams, and Utica Greens," and one of them says "Peace, Love, and Tomato Pie." And then I got a Handshake City, and then I got a Sin City.
But the Utica Peeps.
And then I got Utica Peeps, and I got one with a big yellow cloud on it, and it says "Always Sunny in Utica, New York."
It's not though.
It's the uterus of the state.
That's the whole fun. That's the whole fun
That's
part
the
of the
joke
shirt.
of the T-shirt.
Yes, that's what makes that T-shirt humorous. But you know what's funny is so I go to the gym. Everyone doesn't look like it. I go to the gym every once in a while, and I'll see someone wearing my shirt, and I don't go up and talk to them and be like, "That's my shirt." But I just look at them, and I'm proud. I'm proud that people are actually taking pride in Utica and being happy that they're from
Great
here.
area.
And making something of it, and then you've got to do it. I want you to do it, and once you do it, then everyone else will be, and then our kids will be happy in the future, and they won't all want to move away.
We've been talking about it a lot, especially on this podcast, and the turnaround that this town has taken in the last couple of years has just been truly remarkable. And it looks good for the future, too.
Yeah.
Like, these kids are really starting to take pride in where they come from. A lot of them aren't leaving. They're staying. They're buying houses. What was the report the other day that there's more millennials buying houses in Utica, New York than there is anywhere else in the United States? That says a lot. So it's cool that the kids are actually staying. Because remember, when we were growing up, I couldn't wait to get the hell out of here. And I did get out of here for a while, but came back.
I never left.
You never left?
Never left.
You were stuck.
I stuck.
Yeah. And you left and came back, didn't you?
No.
No, you stayed too?
I already stayed.
I'm married.
You already stayed?
I'm married local. So
Right.
I married a local business, basically. So
Gotcha.
I'm stuck here.
And the whole
My
business.
oldest is going to UC for 4 years.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Wow.
Yeah.
By choice, obviously?
By choice,
Yeah.
she wants to be in this area. She wants to put her dollars towards her graduate degree. And I mean, UC is offering great things.
Yeah,
and their programs have expanded. Their tuition has not. And I think it's a smart move it's a great college. I think it's a smart move for a lot of kids rather than racking up the bills and having all kinds of a mortgage payment and no house in the future, right? Paying those college loans off. You should just focus on your 2-year master's or graduate degree, and maybe that should have a name on it. But I think your 4-year degree should.
I think it's so cool that they're staying in town.
Think about all these kids that are getting their 4-year degrees online at this point.
Right.
With random schools all over the place.
Schools you never even heard of.
Right. And why wouldn't you just stay local and support the area? I mean, Laura Costamento's done a beautiful job at that college.
And like you said, too, the tuition, they chopped it pretty much in half.
They really did.
That's unheard of.
It is.
Find me another college.
I mean, it's comparable to Mohawk Valley, and Mohawk Valley is a 2-year school. So it's pretty impressive.
Find me another college that's going to chop their tuition in half.
Right.
Nobody.
Hey, you know what? The kids are always.
They brought in
the
so
future.
many other degrees that they haven't offered in the past. Sports medicine, physical therapy. Their physical therapy program is rated pretty well.
Hey, if you remember back in the day, too, they never really had any kind of sports programs other than baseball and basketball. That's it. But now their hockey team's huge and is always going to tournaments and championship games and, lacrosse and soccer. And, I mean, they're doing really good things over there.
Before we had the Comets, it was Utica College hockey.
That's all it was.
I went to games with you all the time.
Yeah.
And we'd go to games, and it was just like, it was the best.
It was a party atmosphere.
It seemed like a pro team then, and everyone was having a great time. And now we got the Comets, and that's good. And I think, you know what, the Utica College, the response they got from the community, they helped influence the Comets.
100%. Yeah. That program's been in existence since like 2001, 2002, something like that. And the growth in those years and for them to inspire the AHL team to come to town, it's unbelievable. It's really cool. And it's something that the town could get behind, and it gives you a good sense of Utica pride.
Yeah.
Well, everyone had an influence on that, those guys from New York Sash, they did the teddy bear toss. The turnout of that every year is just
sold out.
Yeah, it's sold out every year.
We're nationally recognized for that
great
now.
job. Everybody does. Everybody in the community who cares about the community is actually doing a good job. So if you're out there listening to this right now and you're doubting yourself, believe in yourself. You're doing a good job. Believe me, you're doing a good job. I understand that sometimes I have cold 45.
Oh, man. So the order of the day, people, is go out and support Tomato Pie Day this Saturday at the Parkway Rec Center. It starts at noon, ends at 4. 20 different vendors from all over the area debuting and displaying all their great tomato pie. There's so many great tomato pies.
Yeah, and if you want tomato pie, you got to get there, around noon. If you want to show up at 3:30, expect to get none.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and I'm glad you bring that up, too. A lot of these places run out, so if you are expecting to taste some tomato pie, get there early.
The door, and this event has grown, as we spoke earlier. The ticket sales, the internet ticket sales have tripled this year.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
So, and we still have people that don't mind paying the $5 that are going to show up at the door. So we're talking thousands in and out.
It's only $5. That's all it is $5. So come on down. You pay $5. You get to sample all the great tomato pie that Utica has to offer. And there's activities. We'll be there broadcasting live. You guys are doing some live streaming and creating some content as well. And you'll be out there selling merchandise. So there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Bring the whole family. You can pretty much have lunch at Tomato Pie Day.
That's what it's all about, And if you still want to go to the wine and chocolate thing after, you can. Come and have lunch and then go to wine and chocolate.
Yeah, indeed. All right, folks, we got to get out of here, though, because Wrestle Fandom Radio is going to be making the airwaves. They're doing a WrestleMania preview that's coming up probably right around the 6 o'clock hour. Garrett, Rated R, Anthony will be in the house. So talking it up, chopping it up about WrestleMania and all the good things that are going, whoa, what's this?
They made it. They brought a pizza for us.
The pizza box hooking it up, man. Look at this. I love this. Thank you so much. Look at it. So we did the half moon. Here, let's bring it over here next to Jay, please, sir. What's your name?
Steve.
Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Open that up, Jay. Look at this. This is Rob Butler. You're a man. Look at that.
Yeah,
you're the man, Rob Butler. That's the half moon pie right there. So on one side, the traditional pizza, and then the other side is the Utica upside down. What's up, brother? Thank you so much. Sit down real quick. Sit down. Have a seat. Grab that yellow microphone. That is unbelievable. Thank you so much, Rob Butler, for hooking us up. Check him out at the. Where's that coming from?
Pizza box.
Somebody's calling me. I don't know where that voice is coming from. All right.
You want some pizza?
Anyways. What's the address over there at the pizza box, please?
It's 933 South Street.
933 South Street.
Utica, New York. 13501.
Let me tell you something. This half moon pie has been nothing but a hit. Everybody's talking about it. Every time I go on that restaurant review thing on Facebook and stuff, that's all they're talking about. It's this half moon pie. So, Rob, thank you so much for sending one down, man. You are the man.
The way
It's
it is,
delicious.
that sauce is addicting. Wait till you put the bite into that.
I don't know if this is going to work. Rob, are you there? He's calling me right now.
Oh, you got a 40? Let me find out.
I don't think Yeah, I don't think this is going to work that way. He was trying to call in. But anyways, thank you so much for bringing this in. What other things you like to feature over there at the pizza box?
The best of our features.
Here, get a little closer to that mic. There you go.
Is our fish fries.
Fish fry?
Oh, they're really good. I've had a fish fry. I don't know if you can hear me. I've had one of their fish fries. It's one of the best in Utica for sure.
Yeah, this half moon pie. Who came up with this concept? Rob. Rob Butler, you're a gem, man. You're a gem. Thank you so much for sending this down.
Very great.
Thank you so much, man. This is really cool.
Like tomato pie.
Yes, go check out the pizza box over on South Street. And you guys going to be out at Tomato Pie at all? You going to come hang out and have some tomato pie?
They're going to be there. They're vending.
They're vending. Oh, great. Cool. So put us next to them. Put us next to them for sure. Well, we got to get out of here. We got to make room for Wrestle Fandom Radio. They'll be coming up in just a little bit. Thank you so much, Pizza Box. You guys rocks. Awesome pie. Great food over there. Thank you, Rob Butler. You're the freaking man. Don't knock it. See, all that Colt 45, you're knocking shit over.
I don't know what happened. Sorry.
Adrienne, thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
You should come in anytime you want. We
I'll
need
be back
more
in a
women
week or
around
so.
here. You'll be in about a week? Okay, cool. And Jay, Tomato Pie Day this Saturday.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. It's going to be a great time.
You're not a Utican if you don't come to Tomato Pie Day.
That's true, man. I want to remind everybody they can listen to this podcast.
Just killed that piece of pizza.
Did he? Yeah.
Me.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Have another.
No, I'm good.
They can listen to this podcast and previous podcasts of EC Radio and all the content we have here on the D at DisruptionNetwork.net. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and all the social media platforms. Before we get out of here, much love to Nye Volkswagen in Rome. Check out their showroom, 5865 Taberg Road in Rome. See why all the customers love their Nye V-Dub. Go in there. You're looking to buy a brand new Volkswagen or all the awesome selections that they have there. And mention the D, they're going to give you $250 off any vehicle purchase. NiVDubofRome.com. Also, much love to our friend Eddie Alsheimer, EJA Moving Company, one of your sponsors over at Tomato Pie Day. When you're looking to move and relocate, hit up Eddie, EJAMoving.com. Let Eddie do all the work for you. I always say let Eddie break his back instead of you breaking your back when it comes to time to move and relocate. He pretty much packs your stuff up for you, unpacks stuff. All you got to do is point. Eddie, put that there, drop that there, and he's the man. Eddie, thank you so much for believing in the D. Also, the D and First Source Federal Credit Union are coming together, and we're disrupting hunger Sunday, April 28th at the Veterans Outreach Center, the old YMCA on Washington Street in Utica. That's going on from noon to 4. We're going to have music, we're going to have food, raffles, and appearance by Utica Comets mascot Audie. Isn't it great? It smells so good in here. I can't wait to have one. If you're coming down to the event at Disrupting Hunger, you bring in food, non-perishable food items, clothing, anything. We'll take any kind of household donation whatsoever down at the...
I got about 60 curling irons I can donate.
They'll take it. They'll take pretty much whatever. They will. They'll take any kind of household product that you have down over at the Central New York Veterans Outreach Center. Or you pay like a $5 minimum to come in, or you can pay $20. It really doesn't matter. So we're looking for donations. All the proceeds to benefit the Central New York Veterans Outreach Center. Thank you so much to First Source Federal Credit Union for helping us disrupt hunger. And tomorrow I got the old boys from the Electric Chick Magnets coming in the house tomorrow. I'm looking forward to chopping up with my peoples. We're talking music. We're going to talk old school venues and some of our favorite local bands of all time. So I'm looking forward to chopping up with Maurice Love and Frampton. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. Jay Sumner, you're the man, dude. Thank you so much for coming in. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out at Tomato Pie Day on Saturday. And
got that down.
And then you're coming in and promoting your gala and everything else you got coming on really
I'm
soon.
hoping maybe Rob will come with me.
Okay. Oh, yeah, bring him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call him Bobby around here. Bobby, yeah.
Anyone know why Richie killed Bobby Lupo?
Bobby Lupo. We'll see you tomorrow.
You know what the hell you're listening to?
It's EC Radio.
Never you mind what I'm making. You should spend some time taking a personal inventory of what you're doing for the betterment of society.
EC Radio.
Only on the D.
Disruption Network and First Source Federal Credit Union have teamed up to help support the Central New York Veterans Outreach Center Sunday, April 28th from noon till 4 p.m. Located at the Veterans Outreach Center, 726 Washington Street in Utica. There will be food, live entertainment, raffles, live podcasting from the D, and an appearance by Audie from the Utica Comets. We are looking for donations of clothes, non-perishable food items, furniture, toiletries, hygiene products, or a minimal cash donation of $5 at the door day of event. All ages are welcome. For more information on donation, drop-off locations, and entertainment lineup, please check out DisruptionNetwork.net. Disrupting Hunger, Sunday, April 28th, brought to you by First Source Federal Credit Union.
Tax season is here, and First Source wants to help you be prepared. Our friends at Furley, Moran, Freer, and ESA have given us some great tax tips to share. Read the blog at fsource.org for helpful answers to your tax questions and feel better prepared before you file. First Source members can also receive a discount on TurboTax software. Be ready for tax season with help from your friends. File smarter, live smarter with First Source. Membership requirements apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, baseball fans, are you counting down the days to opening day? Well, Disruption Network has you covered. The Baseline, the D's own baseball podcast, is back with Season 2 and all new episodes all season long. Sunday nights, 7:30 p.m. on the D. Get your baseball fix as JP and SPG run down the news and notes around Major League Baseball. Get fantasy tips, player rankings, team previews, interviews, and more. You can catch the Baseline and all of Disruption Network's programming by checking out DisruptionNetwork.net, Apple Podcast, Google Play, YouTube, Facebook, and Stitcher. Keep it inside the Baseline all season long, only on the D.
Hey, it's Cassidy, and you're listening to Disruption Network.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broken everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving. relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish, and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
The Disruption Network is making moves. For upcoming events, news, interviews, and new daily programming, keep in the loop with us at DisruptionNetwork.net. Like, follow, and subscribe to all our social media. And check out all our podcasts on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. Get up on the D, DisruptionNetwork.net.